to the show. So you might call this next topic out of this world. Hollywood producer Ryan Murphy said in an interview that at the same time that he was making American Horror Story, he moved into a house that was occupied by, he called, a spiritual presence. I think he was saying it was a ghost / haunted. So paranormal experiences. Scott, have you had any?
You know, I did when I was 16. I actually had what they referred to as an astral projection.
What is that?
What is that?
You come out of your body and then you start flying.
Like a near-death experience?
I don't think it was death. I just think it was...
Where was your body?
It was in a sleeping bag on the floor of my sister's house that she was renting with her boyfriend when she was going to Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Okay.
And I was 16, and I came out there for the summer.
So you were in the sleeping bag.
And I was getting into the sleeping bag, and all of a sudden I was, and I started flying through the clouds.
So was this willful?
I was in my body, and I was like this, and I was just flying along.
Could you see your body that was left behind?
I did not look down and see it, but when I was going
you were
through
Supermaning.
No, I was flat on my back.
Where'd you go?
I just went through the clouds.
Do you think,
For how long? For how long?
I went to 7-Eleven, got some beef jerky, came back.
That makes sense.
And I did it again, because I didn't get the 7-Up, and I came back.
Was
No,
this willful, or it just happened to
dreaming?
you?
No, it was not willful.
Did you party that night?
I didn't
Were you
party.
under any influence?
I didn't party hardy. No.
So you were totally sober?
I was totally sober.
So when you're looking back at this now, what do you think? Like, what do you think it was like a, partially dreaming state, or like, how do you
Might
explain
have been,
it?
maybe. But the thing is when I got to a certain point, I knew that if I went further, I wouldn't come back. And that the fear kicked in.
Oh,
Interesting. Yeah,
The
yeah.
fear kicked in, and I willed myself back. So it felt like an invisible umbilical cord that I was aware of that kept me safe. But if I kept going, it would break. So I went back in.
Has it ever happened since?
Oh, no.
No, so just the one time.
Once in New York City in a cab, there was a sort of a similar feeling that I get kicked out of a cab for being unruly. If you can even imagine.
Sorry.
I didn't have the money.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Shh.
Does it make
but I
you-
didn't come back in. I just kept going.
Kept going.
Does it make you believe now, though, in other, like, ghosts or paranormal and, like, all this kind of things? Or are you sort of like...
First house I bought, the house I was talking, that a medium came. I have a friend who's a medium. She came in before the furniture came in and went through. She just started darting around the house, and I was in the living room. Like, what is going on? She went upstairs, and she came back downstairs excitedly and said, "There are a lot of ghosts in here. There's a lot of people in here." So I had to buy extra furniture. So, I had to buy lots of furniture, chairs, towels.
I can't believe you still bought that house.
Huge expense.
And did you ever...
Oh, no, that's what's like, hey, man, I astral projected. So I know your
You're
world.
So
invincible.
I know your world.
I know
And you
your
never
world.
had any encounters with them in that home?
No, but my son did. When because my son was, we moved, I sold that house when he was 6, okay? But he always saw people. He always said, Daddy, Mommy, there's an old lady down the hall. Yeah. And then my wife would look at me and go, what the hell's going on?
Well, the new show that you're on this network, Sullivan's Crossing,
Yeah.
it's that title now is going to take on a whole new meaning now that I'm thinking about it. But can we talk about it for a second? Because this is the brand new show. It just made its debut. Look at you guys. Can you tell us a little bit about the show?
So I play a character named Sully Sullivan, and I own a campground in Nova Scotia. And it's been in my family since the late 1800s, but I'm estranged from my daughter Maggie, played by the beautiful and extraordinarily talented Morgan Cohan.
Yeah, she was with us last week.
She's so you're in love. I fell in love immediately too. Everybody does, and everybody will. So she is a big-time neurosurgeon in Boston. Her life blows up. She comes out to maybe reconnect with me, maybe not. So her life is in disarray. So that's really where the story kind of kicks in. Is she going to get back together with her dad? And then she, you all know Chad Michael Murray. I knew him when he was 18, and then I reconnected with him on this show. And I know that he's immortal. He's probably hundreds of years old because he hasn't changed in 20 plus years, right? He's the shock of the hair, I mean, he just looks exactly
The hair does
same.
look great.
Yeah.
Are you
it looks
kidding
great.
me?
Yeah, the blowout.
I lost my hair, it ended up on his head. And I think that's what happens. That's the deal he made with the devil. When people lose their hair, it goes on my head and it goes blonde. Right away.
Well, Scott, listen, what an absolute blast to have you here. Thanks for having some chat time with
So
us.
much fun. Thank you so much.
This is awesome.
What a blast.
Thank
so
you.
much fun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, if you cannot get enough of Scott, all right, it's Sullivan's Crossing, Sundays at 7, right here on CTV. Also watch it on ctv.ca and the CTV app as well.
Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.